It is my great pleasure, on behalf of PEN America, to welcome a woman who uses her words powerfully, eloquently, and hilariously. She is also the only person to have won Academy Awards for both acting and screenwriting. To present one of the PEN Benenson Courage Awards, Dame Emma Thompson.
Thank you very much for those kind words, Franklin. Speaking truth to power is at the very heart of PEN America's work. We fill screens and stages and library shelves with characters full of fierce conviction, raising their voices and shaking the rafters. But in the real world, power has ever more resources to muzzle truth and silence dissenting voices. At PEN America, we want the writers, artists, scholars, activists, and voters out there to know that we hear you. We hear you on the streets of Belarus, turning out day after day in peaceful protests to demand a fair and free election, undeterred by abductions, torture, and unjust detentions. We hear you in Myanmar, where we are helping our partners at PEN Myanmar to rebuild a civil society that can press for freedoms for writers, scholars, students, activists, and everyday people whose independent thought was for so long subjugated. And we hear you in the nearly 36 countries that hold writers behind bars. This year, PEN America released its first Freedom to Write Index, counting the 238 writers, academics, and intellectuals in prison or detained unjustly for their work worldwide. Most are here in China, in Saudi Arabia, and in Turkey. And we also hear you in the United States, where this year, in very important ways, the two PEN Benenson Courage Award winners spoke truth to power. Our first honoree is the former United States ambassador to the Ukraine, Marie Yovanovitch. When standing on principle can spell an end to a professional government career, she neither flinched nor faltered. As an American diplomat, you are prepared to be undermined, demeaned, smeared, and threatened, but not by your own government. In the face of that, Ambassador Yovanovitch did not stay silent.